I'm extra sick, and I'll spread it to everyone I see.
It'd be so funny if you were not funny.
Intel from the school?
The 4.0 journalists couldn't find March or Mr. Yang, but they did spot Sparksy taking down the wave painting in the school court.
Wait, there are that many people under the dance floor?
Hey, Gio! What are you doing up?
Working my tail off for you, tallying the losses. Wait, who'd you bring with you? Oh, it's Miss Trailblazer. I knew you'd step into the tavern and become one of us someday. Those with the makings of masked fools are naturally drawn to one another.
You sure know quite a few fools.
Ah, and the lovely lady behind you. You must be Miss Himiko, navigator of the Express. A pleasure to meet you.
Mr. Giovanni, just call me Himeko.
Normally only fools may enter, but since Sparkle brought you, and you are practically an old friend, I can make an exception as the caretaker. Let me show you around.
Gio, cut the spiel. Sampo says you recite that intro so often he's grown calluses on his ears. Want the fool's treasures, souvenirs, and prank gear? Come to the Grand Treasury Storage. They've stashed everything here.
You stole my line again. Picked it up on a trip to another world. You've heard this phrase too, haven't you? I'll admit it's catchy, that's why I used it as a slogan. Storage area visits went up by 26% up.
Business first. Did you see my pickup message I sent? Where's my stored anti-sparkle weapons?
Well, your storage list is a total mess. You never leave any notes. If I hadn't been called to audit, who'd know how many surprises you got stashed away? As for the anti-sparkle weapons, oh, I'd love to know what on earth that's supposed to be. Bah, why don't you go in and look for yourself? As requested, I've linked the vault entrance to your collection room.
Gio, did the imposter leave this behind?
How should I know? I've been doing inventory all this time. I only just now noticed something fishy about this thing.
Huh? What's this?
Whoa! That's one massive stellar jade. Kid, wake up!
This rock is dangerous.
Dangerous. I'll smash it with
Stellar Jade is the perfect bait for catch. How generous of you. First time I've seen a thief steal something and leave something even more valuable in the vault. Isn't this exactly the type of phantom thief flair we met? A jumbo side. And you stole my other that worthless junk before SparksyCon begins. I'd like a little warm. Game over! My anti-sparkle weapon has turned into a failed science project!
Trinity is before me.
To the defeated, your downfall is absolute.
Watch over you and guide you on your path.
My strength isn't what it was. Mountains move. Dragons rise! Dragons soaring above the lands.
This is permanent!
If all...
I'll endure.
No other choice but forward. Heard the call and down farewell. Tomorrow!
My earth shatters, heaven trembles!
Winds consume me. Hail the new dawn!
Gio, the security here is an absolute mess.
You're in no position to talk. Even the drinksmith here is a temp. Count yourself lucky I'm kind enough to help tally your storage.
She didn't just steal my power and my collection.
A correction. Miss Sparkle's work.
Wanna make the...
Don't get me wrong. I also don't think geared. I thought of a way just now that might suppress the mimetic contagion at Graphia Academy. You can fight fire with fire, but a mimetic virus can be scoured away with water.
What do you mean?
Our informant at the school reports Sparksy is removing the central painting there. The imaginated painting, World Breaker Waves, is said to be a work left behind by Graphia herself. I couldn't understand why Sparksy went to such lengths to tear if someone knew how to harness this Dovebrook wave. The waves on the painting aren't physical water, only those versed in the art of imagenesis. As a Graphia Academy alumna, I know a bit of traditional painting. Right now, our most directly effective plan is to break into the school, regain control of the painting, and use it to suppress Sparksy's movements.
Let's go. I'll make this imposter pay 100-fold.
Looks like our paths must part in... Oh, if any of you feel uncertain about... A quick prayer to the gods before battle. For us masked fools, that light orb holds the same significance as the phantasm deep within the orb.
This doesn't look like where we came in.
Don't worry. I had old...
They found something else at this. We need to pick up the pace. Giovanni said we could find the divine revelation.
Bingo! Your intuition's spot on. It isn't just a light-polluting orb. Think of it as a shrine for fools. Worship sounds a bit too serious, no? Most masked fools treat the laughter like an invisible, mischievous drinking buddy. Fine for mental toast. But if they really come looking for it, inside this light orb is a miracle tied to Aha. It responds to any fool who approaches. Let me show you something mind-blowing. Here we go. Open sesame! I said, open sesame! Open sesame! Sesame? Open? Hooray! So in their eyes, I don't even count as a masked fool anymore! What a wonderful surprise! The imposter stole my identity too!
The good news is, at least one of us is still a masked fool.
Hey! That's way too harsh. I hate to admit it, but gray hair, it's opened for you. The light orb has acknowledged you. Yes, among the masked fools, a myth is told. When the Master of Elation climbed the highest boughs of the Tree of Existence, they glimpsed the cold, abhorrent void. The stars turned like machinery, and all meaning yielded to nihility. They gazed further, until they witnessed a newborn fall and cry as if wronged beyond measure. Then they burst out laughing. That crystalline laughter tore through the cold, dead universe, echoing through the realms to this day. Many think the laughter that tore apart the cosmos is just a metaphor. But sadly, it's real. The tavern folks call this thing the echo of primordial laughter. It tore open a spatial rift. They say other tavern branches have this too, in multiple locations. No one knows how many there are, or what their existence means. When we shout into it, there's no echo. Toss in trash, and it merrily swallows it all. No one knows if this thing will keep widening and swallow the tavern whole. Either way, it just sits there, right over there, motionless, grinning at us forever. Just stick your hand in there. It's said, at a turning point of destiny, a fool need only... No one knows what this thing will bring to those who seek it, fortune or otherwise. But one thing's for sure. Your destiny's bound to get much more chaotic. Hey, gray hair. Wanna get...
Billy, have mercy. In Billy's name, please don't hurt me. Is this? Huh?
Laughter above, they really...
Audiences infected with the Sparksy virus naturally won't be able to resist Sparksy. And this banana serves the elation really has a twisted...
Who are you two? Haven't you heard the...
Who am I? Well, just a passing detective and his assistant. Have I been asleep too long? Or has humanity sunk so low they don't even care if they turn into monkeys?
Meanwhile, the ignorant criminals believed they had discovered a treasure that could change their destiny, completely unaware that what they held in their hands could shatter the sanity like this.
Whatever floats your boat. Now, listen up, you three. Put that banana down and walk away, and I'll let bygones be bygones. Are these folks really the Nameless? In all my years, I've never seen the Nameless dealing with mimetic viruses.
The real deal.
Mr. N, I've got to go after them. You won't... I swear, I won't let the tragedy that happened to you repeat itself in this world.
Over here! This way! Run faster! You don't want to get caught by that guy back there! Yo, sis! Just how many troublemakers did you people manage to tick off when you landed? My eyelid's been twitching all day! Knew something was bound to go wrong. You know, old Sampo's got a soft spot for his regulars, so I couldn't help but come check on you folks. And what do you know? I was right!
Thank you, Mr. Sampo. Now that we're all set, it's time to head to Graphia Academy for the rescue mission. Mr. Sampo, do you know which door in the tavern can get us back to the city the quickest?
You don't even need to ask. When it comes to knowing all the secret passages and shortcuts in this tavern, you won't find anyone who can match old Sampo.
Then lead the way.
Your thoughts tell me that you still have doubts about me. Did you ask to meet here so I could clear up some of your doubts?
Greetings, Lady Yao Guang.
Being able to hear others' thoughts anytime. This tuning ability sure comes in handy.
Compared to the seer strategist's ability to come and go as she pleases, this is nothing but a parlor trick. I've heard that Xianzhou folks are big on etiquette, yet here I am, and you're still playing hide and seek, General. Isn't that a bit discourteous?
Sorry. I have this old problem of suddenly disappearing. It's really something beyond my control. As for the reason, I'm afraid I can't disclose it. Please forgive my rudeness. Or, if you're truly that curious, why not use your tuning and find out?
You know I do that. Besides, I couldn't even if I wanted to right now.
Couldn't.
At this moment, the crowd's thoughts are crashing over me like a tidal wave. I can't block out all this mental noise. Just keeping my own thoughts from getting tangled up in everyone else's is hard enough.
I see. So that's why. When you were speaking with Miss Himiko earlier, I accidentally intruded on your private conversation.
My tuning is spiraling out of control. This mask is distorting my abilities.
I see it differently. The loss of control is temporary. That mask is amplifying your power.
How is this possible? This tuning power is bestowed by the Harmony. How could the Elation meddle with their authority?
Perhaps the Elation simply poured more fuel into this divine authority? In my humble opinion, this mask binds the supplicant to all beings of Planarcadia, drawing strength from those who share the same path here for your use. That's why you're hearing others' thoughts surge toward you like a tide. Your tuning is steadily expanding, and you've become the center of this melody.
You sure gave me quite the gift, General. But why would such a precious gift be placed on my face? I need an honest answer.
You want to know the reason? Didn't I explain it already?
Your reasons about me make sense, but what I really want is your answer about yourself. General of the Yuchue, who sees into the future, why not wear the mask yourself and personally step into the fray with its power?
Words can deceive, but only tuning lays the truth bare. Mr. Sunday, why not use your enhanced tuning to feel the weight of that answer for yourself?
Well then, pardon my intrusion, Lady Yao Guang.
So this bird on my shoulder is the manifestation of the tuning's resonance?
Exactly. And these symbols I see floating above people's heads would be the wheel and woe signs you mentioned, General?
That's right. To become an Arbiter General, one must undergo 3 ceremonies. The Rainbow Ordainment, the Rainbow's Gaze, and the Bestowal of Spiritus. Only then can one truly take up the mantle and live up to the title. When I was appointed as the Yuchue's general, I was bestowed with the Rainbow Spiritus called Kalachakra Sky Plume, which represents the vision of the hunt among the 7 aspects of the rainbow. A symbol of foresight, verdict, and self-discipline. Thanks to that, I gained the Eye of Ishvara, which allows me to read the flow of destiny. Since the day I arrived on this world, every person I've seen bore a crimson woe sign above their head, without exception. Within days at most, a catastrophic disaster will befall this place.
So, that red glow rising from the edge of the city is...
The blazing light, formed by the convergence of all those woe signs in Planarcadia.
In that case, General, it's all the more reason for you to wear the mask. Once your sight into the future is strengthened, you won't need to fear the deathly omen in your readings.
Mr. Sunday, have you heard the diviner's iron law? Never divine the same matter twice.
In Penacony, diviners also warn clients beforehand. You can't ask for another spread just because you dislike the result. There's a reason for that, isn't there?
Divining the future is, in essence, a form of observation and calculation. It's an interference with the future. Each reading drives the murky future towards a definite outcome, a collapsed quantum state, even if that outcome isn't to one's liking. To be honest, when I set out for Planarcadia, I had fully intended to personally participate in the Phantasmoon Games. But the moment I laid hands on the mask, I understood the consequences of wearing it. Once this miraculous item is donned, the Eye of Ishvara would transcend mere sight and permeate throughout this realm. The Kalachakra sky plume would predict the future of all beings at tens of billions of instances per second.
You're saying that simply by your observation, our future would become fixed.
Indeed, just like how the Wisdom Walker expounded the way of destiny, anchoring the fated moments. If I wore the mask, I would become the noose of Planarcadia, and I would personally anchor a destiny that drives us all into a bottomless darkness. We will become locked in a dead end, with not a shred of hope for salvation. Close one. I passed the trial. There's still a sliver of hope in this round.
Now that makes me even more curious. Pardon my bluntness, but the fate of billions in Planarcadia never had much to do with you, General. Your encounter with the Express and the IPC was merely a chance meeting. You are a messenger of the Xianzhou. Since you foresaw the omen, that an Arbiter General will fall here, you could have boarded your ship and left at any time. Why choose to stay and help us? To help this world break free of this death trap?
Because I am guided by great compassion. Every life is precious beyond measure. Such diplomatic pleasantries won't fool the former master of Penacony like yourself, would they? Then, how about this reason? The Astral Express has distinguished itself time and again against the destruction, and bears an irreplaceable duty for the future. I can't just sit idly and watch you face annihilation. Give me a break. I really am terrible at all this diplomatic talk. Mr. Sunday, what makes you think that everything I've done is just to save Planarcadia?
What?
Weal is where woe lurks. Woe is where weal leans. The good fortune of some often births the ill fate of others. And a dead end for someone may hide an opportunity for this treacherous land where life and death turn again and again, where fortune flips to misfortune, is, in my eyes, the perfect board for a game of wits.
A game with whom?
With the gods. Mr. Sunday, have you heard of the Battle of the Fong Hu 30 years ago?
I've heard rumors of that war, but not the details. General, are you suggesting Planarcadia is now facing dangers just as perilous as the Xianzhou Fang Hu was back then?
You got that right. 30 years ago, the Abundance Axis broke our lines and invaded the Fang Hu homeland. The abominations awakened a living demonic star, intending to sink the Xianzhou Fang Hu with no other options. The Alliance staked everything on my Junior Soar's plan to operate the astronomical observation device, the Cloud Peer Telescope, to signal the rainbow for aid, using their Lux arrow to strike down the demon star. Whoever operated the Cloud Peer Telescope would not return. It was to be a one-way trip.
So, you're Junior Sora.
You guessed wrong. The one who offered his life was my master, who taught me divination. It was Master Jingtian, then the Yuchui's Master Diviner, and the only high official authorized to operate that device. He accepted his fate, and ventured to the Fanghu, going with him into certain death were Yueyu, the previous Yaoqing general who guarded the Cloudpeer telescope, and the Verdant Knights under. I was responsible for assessing the entire plan's feasibility and mending its gaps. I activated the Decalite reflection barrier, calculating and casting lots again and again. I watched as the starlight, representing countless possibilities, flickered within the reflections. And in that moment, I understood that I had cemented my master and countless soldiers into an inescapable doom. When the Lux arrow fell, they would perish along with the enemy and that demonic star. All reduced to ashes.
You sacrificed so many comrades just to ensure the enemy's fall?
To Penaconians, that must seem incredibly cruel, right?
As someone born in an era of peace, I have no right to judge. Perhaps the founders of Penacony could understand the necessity.
Cruel or not, it was my duty. And so I had to witness and remember their sacrifice. When I saw the Lux arrow descend, I realized the Xianzhou Alliance had actually directed an Aeon's actions. This realization illuminated the mission of my remaining years. In this cold, merciless cosmos, when you're trapped in despair, an Aeon's intervention is often the only hope. We are not ants, helpless beneath the celestial spheres as we simply watch the stars turn. Instead, their trails were forged by us, who offered up a portion of our insignificant destiny. Even beings as mighty as the Aeons can be pulled by our will.
Is this what you want to do in Planarcadia?
Indeed. I will seize those starlights of possibility I once buried with my own hands. Just like the Battle of the Fanghu 30 years ago. An Arbiter General will fall, and an Aeon will descend. I will forge the destined death into wagers and game pieces, and invite the god who delights in meddling with destiny to sit at my table. This time, I will invite them into my calculations, to draw a great wheel for the cosmos' future. Mr. Sunday, surely you can understand this mad idea of mine, having once reached the divine throne of order yourself.
Our common ground goes far beyond mad ideas. But I was reviving a god who already lay dead and buried in the infinite dark. General, how can you be sure that the most capricious Aeon would be led by your fancy?
Have you heard this myth about the elation? They say Aha once climbed to the highest bough of the Tree of Existence. Gazing out, they saw stars turning coldly like machines, and the meaning of everything yielded to nihility. Only the cry of a newborn made them burst into laughter. Mr. Sunday, answer me. Why did Aha laugh?
I think it's because they finally saw an audience arrive at this long, empty stage we call the universe.
Oh, well said. You're way funnier than you look. As divination teaches, heaven creates 49 paths. Human. Find the one unseen. We are the greatest variable this blind, mindless universe can produce. The universe and the gods set riddles for us, and we shall give them a surprise. An answer beyond the finality. Ah, looks like it's about time.
Don't tell me you're disappearing without a goodbye again, General.
No. This time, we will set our eyes on the same place and carve a sliver of possibility out of destiny with our own sight.
Could you be talking about the school where Himiko and the others went?
Yes. The crimson light there pierces the sky today, marking it as a locus of woe. The Arcadia's first calamity will erupt there.
I should have asked you to give them a few secret strategies before they left.
Forget it. The stuff in those pouches is all harmless banter anyway. Let's spare them.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Full Wish TV's.
Hi, everyone! I'm your...
It's been 3 hours since our first supplicant, Miss Spark.
How curious! Plain Arcade's so... in broad daylight.
Who knows? Maybe she'll blow the school sky high in a blaze of...
Senior, you can't joke about that! Dear viewers, our apologies.
According to the
In other words...
Although none of them have publicly announced entry into the games yet, the altar's masks mean someone. As for the 2 masks, Department of Aberration Defense staff...
A raccoon mask, huh? Hard not to think of the Astro Express that just arrived in Plain Arcade. Will the nameless from the Astro Express join the fantasy?
Will it be a miraculous...
Countless streamers are already live! Oh! Look! It's the nameless from the Astral Express! One girl, 1,000 faces. 1,000 faces, one girl! Welcome to the Sparksicon live broadcast. Dear lovely fans, please be patient. Sparksicon is about to begin! This horror stream is about to end. Time for you all to log off. That woman has Miss Sparksy's face. What a pathetic imitation. What? My face is the original!
Miss Sparksy's face alone is the greatest masterpiece in the world! Everyone should listen to her sweet voice and gaze upon her adorable face!
We shall become Miss Sparksy!
We offer everything to Miss Sparksy.
Sparksicle! 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 Sparksicle!
My eyes! I've seen something cursed.
The mimetic virus spread among people is way worse than we imagined. There are walking Sparksy shrooms growing on the ground. I bet we'll all end up with Sparksy, or rather Sparkle faces before we can get very far.
Are we really using that? If we don't take down that imposter before the virus hits, we'll all be monkeys in the jungle.
Become a fake of a fake or a carefree monkey. Your call.
On second thought, being assimilated by an imposter doesn't sound that bad.
Enough talk. Eyes on the banana.
Ow! Ma'am, a little warning before you stab someone with a banana, please?
Come on, banana.
Remember the plan we made at the tavern.
Yes, we dig out the imaginated painting Sparksy hid, then use waves to give Garapia Academy a good banana wash over. But what if that imposter figures it out?
Just try to keep her busy and buy us some time.
dear guests. I've been waiting so long, my phone's about to die. Drop the act, my dear Mask. I shouldn't have called you an imposter. That was harsh of me. Come back to Mama's arms. It's not too late. If the Astral Express crew gets involved, they won't be pulling any punches. Of course I get it. Surrendering now would ruin the stage you so carefully set. Total buzzkill, right? So you still don't get it? The worst thing an actor should do is be tied down to one type of role. Standing before you, the loyal friend who's been by your side all along. The masked fool who never played any tricks. She is actually the old mask I have shed. Haven't I been telling you all this time? She's just an old model.
No wonder the light orb in the tavern didn't react to Sparkle.
For real? That explanation is kinda awesome. Look at those expressions on your faces. This is the best opening act for Sparksicon ever! I shed that old mask, and with it, the weak, timid, all too human me. This new me will break free from all shackles, gather my fans' wish power, and stride onto the stage of the Phantasmoon Moon Games! In return for the wish power offered by everyone in the Arcadia, every supplicant must show them what elation truly means. We will demonstrate the elation we There's no coercion involved anywhere in this. It's a simple yes or no, like scrolling to the bottom of the terms of service. Want encouragement, talent, quick cash, universal praise? Download the Sparksy virus. Ta-da! Click confirm, and you're set. Isn't that exactly what they crave? Elation in 3 minutes flat? Nameless. You're doomed to lose. You can't stop what people desire.
We can't stop their desire. But in this stream, we'll show this Arcadia world another possibility.
What did you just say?
We'll show everyone watching the live stream the elation of the Astral Express.
You got another mask?
Before Sparksicon begins, the hero of the Express will defeat the villain who tried to spread the virus. And soon, the world will watch it happen live. In their heart, you were never the only option for the audience, Sparksy.
You know what? Why I can't stand heroic stories? You lot always wave the flag of justice, then stomp all over the fun with brute force. The elation has nothing to do with justice, and you haven't won yet. gray hair. Don't tell me you forgot my plan. I'll stall her. A long, long time. Come on, gray hair. Have a little faith in me. There's one thing I've always wondered. Who's the real Sparkle, and who's just a mask? Shouldn't the last one standing decide that? Then let's settle it, right now! I'll make you the opening firework of Sparksicon!
Unbelievable! A girl who looks exactly like Miss Sparksy just rushed in and started throwing punches!
Could she be a high-grade look-alike rival? Looks like when it comes to top-tier V-Streamer wars.
Hey, friends! Over here! Look this—
Is that Mart?
Over here! Mr.
While Sparkle keeps her busy, let's
A mere mask dares to threaten its master. Who's the mask and who's the master?
Love the sparks! Guard the sparks! Never fear the dark!
What kind of trash rhyming is that?
move this platform, and you should be able to get up there. March, I'm just so happy you're safe, Bana.
After she escaped the school, I figured she'd bring you back. So while Sparksy was away, I found a classroom to hide in. The students around here have been acting weirder and weirder. Good thing my heart is pure and— Hold up. Were you two just talking?
What about Welt? Is he all right?
Mr. Yang, it's our friends. Come on out.
You look perfectly normal, though. So that Professor Welt...
Just a bit of acting on my part. Let's not dwell on that right now. Like March, I realized something was corrupting our cognition when I arrived at school. She even pulled from one of my past memories to strengthen the effect. It was pretty frustrating. Luckily, I've dealt with something similar before. I snapped out of cognition corruption very fast this time, so I decided to keep playing the teacher and hide some students away in secret. So, any ideas on how to dispel Sparksy's influence? No wonder these students took down the seascape painting from the central courtyard. Sparksy had them break it into 3 parts: the waves, the wooden boat, and the moon. I don't know where they hid the waves and the moon, but I managed to retrieve the wooden boat that was stored in the archive room from the students.
As expected from Teacher Yang.
We might have a lead on the other 2 painting pieces. Have you seen... Furbo, Nana?
You mean A furbo?
We sent a local reporter into the school, but his luck turned sour, Nana. Sparksy caught him red-handed. Before he was taken away, he managed to take a photo of the library. I want to check it out with her.
What about me and Mr. Yang? Now that we have a lead, no way.
March and I will go track down that Furbo reporter. We might even find out where...
That's the plan.
Himiko, where's the library?
I know the way. I just hope they haven't renovated the academy in the past 15 years.
The express crew is here!
Please follow my live stream channel.
Please give Miss Sparksy lots of likes!
The library's just up ahead. Finally, I can get away from all these live stream. We're here, Bana.
But I don't see any waves or moon.
Where could it be? Like I'd ever tell you.
Miss Sparksy herself ordered us to guard this.
Hey, get that stream running.
Kids these days. As an alum of Graphia... Hey, juniors, ready to...
Next time it rains, I'll be there. Umbrella in
Destroy
hand.
the skies!
Flowers bloom for tomorrow. Your time to shine. Rise and shine.
Have some sunshine!
Next time it rains, I'll be there. Umbrella in hand. It's my stars. Shine for the heroes. Stop messing. Where could they be hiding the landscape painting?
After all, it's an image Nana'd thing. Once sealed in a scroll or something, it'll be a pain to retrieve, Bana. Oh, right. Let's check out that photo Nana the reporter left us. Maybe we can find some clues.
Where are we now?
This place looks just like any other classroom. But something's off. So this is where they stashed the wave. Did you hear something?
I think I heard someone laughing.
Something's not right. Is there something hidden here? July 22nd, 1984? Belle? Could this classroom...
Senior?
And you're...
But
It really is you, Senior! You look so different. We almost didn't recognize you. Still, that dashing aura of yours simply can't be obscured. And so many of us, we've been here, waiting all this time.
I'm so sorry. I was gone too long. It's unforgivable that I never came back to visit you all.
You apologizing so seriously? That's not like you at all, Senior.
Yeah. After all this time, the least I can do is smile. But all of you are already dead.
Himiko.
They're the shadows cast by my past regrets. Young lives buried here by a tragic accident.
What?
Oh no, Senior, he's here! That thing is coming!
Wait, what did you just say?
Everyone, hide! We mustn't let that monster find us! Run, Senior! The Herald of Death is back! No!
We've got the wave now. You can't save them. They're all... And they didn't die in the present. However, this definitely is someone created this space for unknown reasons. That's right. But that has nothing... I know you have a lot of questions now. Come on. It's time for us to meet up with Welt. He just messaged and said he...
Good thing we got here in time, or you would have ended up as a target practice dummy.
Beep boop. This Furbo. President, you're here! You're gonna give this Furbo some hazard pay, right?
This Mr. Furbo said the students put the moon inside the gymnasium.
Wispe called emotes.
Sparksy must have given the moon to one of the emotes to look after.
She really went all out, didn't she? The whole gym's full of moons. Now what?
Be it Sparkle or Sparksy, both are equally just as headache-inducing. All right, everyone. Let's round up these emotes and take a look.
sneaky laugh.
The gym. I've missed this. There was a time when I really envied those classmates who could sprint across the field, giving it their all.
Isn't this Himiko's alma mater too? Oh, don't tell me Himiko was the quiet type who stayed far away from the—
Not quite. I'd already graduated by the time I started feeling this way. Due to some circumstances, I went back to my father's school to work. One good jump, and we should be able to reach that emoji.
This friend! Miss Sparksy gave it to me to guard! You can't have it!
We've got a...
All right. Time to settle the score with Sparksy.
Since Sparksy dared to target the Astral Express, treating us like stepping nanostones in the Phantasmoon games, she had better be ready to become a spoil of war herself. She and I will head to the atrium next, piece the imaginated landscape painting back together, and help Sparkle take down Sparksy. Welt, March, I'm counting on you to protect the students at the Academy. Dovebrook's waves should suppress the mimetic contamination they're experiencing, but they might panic and run into the combat area. This time, I truly hope no—
Don't worry, Miss Himiko. You better give that girl—
What does everyone think? Well then, let's cheer for Miss Sparksy!
Who will emerge victorious? Miss Sparksy or the Astral Express?
Sparkle and Sparksy are gone.
If you think you've got this in the bag, you're in for a rude awakening. Sparksicon!
Time for your Sparksicon grand finale! Because I, the nameless of the Astral
Challenge.
Hurry up and put the scenery pieces together.
That annoying old model has already fallen asleep. Soon, there will only be one sparkle in the world. Or maybe everyone will be one. Don't attack during my transformation! Despicable! Too bad. The audience has all arrived! I'll hereby declare the first battle of the Fantasy Substance has commenced! Put out the sky full of sparksies! Wind power will convert here! Everyone's been waiting for it!
I shall remember this one.
Faint light! Dispel the gloom! Restore the sky!
I shall remember this one.
Till we meet again. I'm hurt. Special guest!
Where the heck did she drag me to?
May death protect us! As you wish. Stars, shine for the heroes. Have some fun. Rise and shine.
Guide me to Rainbow Bridge. Have some sunshine.
I shall remember this one.
Hit that follow button.
Flowers, bloom for tomorrow. Memories waiting to be woken up by a shooting star. Remember me with love. May life and death sprout new buds. Don't blink. May time watch over the Evernight. Rewrite destruction with me!
May this fate dispel the gloom. Restore the sky.
I shall remember this one.
Don't worry. Night falls. Good night. Embrace a new life.
Still hanging on? Did everyone really take good flight? I had all of the internet behind me! Nameless surpassed my popularity!
Rise and shine. May death protect us!
Show me the way!
Thanks. All energized. Prepared to awaken the... It's the answer! Don't blink. May the sky heal the twilight.
Special guest! Have some sunshine! Name this. Dispel the gloom. Restore the skies.
As you wish. Embrace a new life.
May death protect us!
Treat our guests nicely. Till we meet again. Spider bullet! Dash it! This is eternity! Don't blink. Cleanse hatred with love! Your time to shine, don't worry. Night falls. Good night.
Not everyone wants to be you. I'll show them my elation.
SparksyCon isn't over yet.
Stop her! She's trying to escape into the crowd!
No need to panic, you two. Sunday will share my vision with you. Let my eye of Ishvara see through it all. Weal and woe, clear as day. I see where the culprit is. On you.
Are you okay?
Where did everyone go?
Look over here.
General Yao Guang? Am I seeing things?
We're just attuned to each other, that's all. Feeling dizzy? Don't worry, it's just a minor side effect. When I first opened my eyes, I couldn't even conduct basic self-care for nearly a month. Don't worry though. With my reinforcement, you'll be back to normal in a moment.
Thank you, General. By the way, above your head...
Can you see the sign above my head? So, whether it brings weal or woe, whether it changes or not, please keep this secret safe from me. Don't let me know, and don't let anyone else, okay? Hey, I went out of my way to help you here. Can't you give me a discount? Consider it good karma. I'm afraid not. As an observer, your gaze reaches far deeper than his. In that fleeting moment, your eyes gained insight into my destiny. For those who wish to defy their own destiny, the best approach is to avoid gazing too long into fate, especially not letting powerful observers do so. Now that you know the reason, surely you'll do me this small favor and keep this secret? If you dare to spill the secret, I'll tell everyone all about your true identity. You're a former Stellaron hunter, aren't you? Oh, just imagine the chain reaction that would cause. I don't even want to think about it. Doesn't this feel like the opening scene of a comedy? Two people who barely know each other, yet they're keeping each other's destiny a secret. I guess you could say we're now partners in fate. No surprise there. After all, both comedy and fortune-telling thrive on unexpected twists and turns of fate, don't they? Alright, looks like the side effects have worn off. Time for us to say goodbye.
And you. Are you okay?
What just happened?
I was so confused. I couldn't see a thing. All I remember is Sparksy and the Nameless got into a fight.
I saw everything. The Nameless from the Express smashed Sparksy right into the wall.
That was such an epic fight, as expected from a cosmic hero.
Astral Express! Astral Express! Astral Express!
Looks like the students have all recovered from the contamination.
Did they recover?
It's so unfair that strangelings can't create more strangelings.
My childhood musings, huh? So naive. I will walk to the end with all your wills, no matter the cost. So this was my childhood dream, huh?
I heard from the math teacher that the gym teacher
It's so unfair that strangelings can't create more strangelings.
When she absorbed me, I thought it was all over. Thankfully, gray hair, you won this one. 1 point for the Trailblaze. Who knows? But come on, doesn't that sound insanely cool? I'm totally adding this to Miss Sparkle's 132 origin stories. Maybe we're all just masks that someone else has shed. The tavern? They might kick up a fuss about Sparksy's defeat for a few days. Maybe some foolish hotheads might even come knocking to fight you. But trust me, give it a couple days and the tavern will act like none of it ever happened. If I really am a mask, then naturally, I should return to my wearer's face. But if I'm not, then maybe I need to reclaim the mask I've lost.
I understand.
Sparksy probably didn't expect that the first miracle of the Phantasmoon games wouldn't be everyone becomes her, but the Express hero defeats the villain spreading the virus. Compared to a streamer reflecting people's desires, the fearless trailblazer of the Astral Express is more of an attention grabber. That's right. Sometimes the supplicants work together, sometimes they clash. It's like a coin toss. No telling which side will land until the moment it hits the ground. At least this time, I hope it doesn't end in bloodshed. You're one step closer to an audience with Aha. Right now, all of Planarcadia is watching you, and all of their attention's flooding over you, and the mask you wear. Make the most of that attention. From now on, you'll represent the Trailblaze to show this world of elation what elation is. Show mercy. Or don't. No, I'm just kidding. Lower your bat. The audience in this Arcadia doesn't go easy on losers at the games. She'll lose her wish power soon enough, and the Sparksy virus will fizzle out. You can hand her over to the Department of Aberration Defense for imprisonment, or set her free. As a supplicant who's become the focus of all, I'm sure you've already made your decision.
So, Victor, so what'll it be? Gonna hand me off to the Department of Aberration Defense? Lock me up as a hardened criminal? But knowing you, you're not, or maybe you want to take away my streaming account as punishment. I'll livestream 24/7 and sing praises of your valor. All right. Let what belongs to the Graffia family return to the Graffia family. But don't let this little win get to your head. You've still got a long, long way to go before you meet the laughter. We can keep working together. Better to have a friend at the Phantasmoon Games than another enemy, right? What? No parting words? How do you like this ending, Sparksicle? Old model. You and your powerful supporters won this one. I've got no comeback. As a mask, what do you plan to do with your original self? Who's the mask and who's the original? Shouldn't that be decided by the one left standing? Your plan is finished. Your elation has been eliminated. You're the one who should be called the old model. That elation isn't mine. It's the elation everyone chose. And besides, wasn't it your idea in the first place? What? You told me to leave you behind. You also told me to take the idea and its relevant memories and go chase my dream. That's totally something Miss Sparkle would do. How do you like this, Endings? How does that joke go again? Take the mask, but take the fool out of a mask. Come on, Sparkle. Time to end. Ladies and gentlemen, a friendly reminder from Miss Sparkle. Don't!
Sparksy! No. Sparkle?
Perhaps it was just a masked fool, playing a harmless trick under the watchful eyes of the gods. Or maybe she just wanted to remind us that the elation in Planarcadia has become something even the gods no longer recognize. In any case, everything here has come to an end. Indeed. I want to investigate. Let me know when you're ready to head out. This place... it's like nothing ever happened. The ghosts are gone. "15 years ago, during the last Phantasmoon Games, I participated as a supplicant. I once believed that all it took for a supplicant to win was to show the people a magnificent miracle. And then I'd have an audience with the Eon of Elation. How foolish. How naive I was. Not everyone wants to stir up everyone's wish power in a positive way. On July 22nd, year 1984 of the Arcadian calendar, a supplicant harboring immense malice stepped into Graphia Academy. He slaughtered 22 students who had stayed behind after school. Then went on to Dovebrook District, where 146 innocent civilians were either killed or wounded. That killer moved like a deranged artist, leaving corpses, imprinting his signature mark. The Bloody Bloom. The media dubbed him the Herald of Death.
It was a tragedy that the world could not forget. The Phantasmoon Games of that year came to be remembered as the Blood-Stained Games. So many parents lost their children. So many people lost those dearest to them. One of the victims was my very own daughter. Upon my return, I stood before the grave where she was laid to rest. Her name was Himeko. Forgive me. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Ryusuke, the current dean of Graphia Academy. So, this lady who bears her name, who exactly are you?
"15 years ago, when I made up my mind to join this Phantom Moon Games, my father wasn't with me. Even as I fought for my life against the Herald of Death, my father was still off somewhere, wandering the cosmos. Strictly speaking, ever since I can remember, his presence in my life has been as thin as the air and so, I would ask you, who bears his name, who exactly are you?"
Welcome back to the Arcadian Morning Report Special Edition. We continue to bring you updates on the Phantom Moon Games.
The SparksyCon hosted by Supplicant Sparksy came to an abrupt end less than an hour after it began!
Under the watchful eyes of the entire network, the Nameless from the Astral Express went head-to-head with streamer Sparksy in a spectacular showdown. Unbelievable! I used to think all of the Trailblazers' fight scenes in director Rekka's latest film, Holy Grail Stay Night, were just special effects. Turns out she's got real moves.
We'll continue following the Astro Express's activities and bring you...
Breaking news! Around 4 p.m. today, the Security Bureau uncovered multiple corpses at the Sinwish Syndicate's headquarters in Dovebrook District. Initial reports suggest violent infighting among gang members as the cause. Even more shocking, an IPC employee was found dead at the scene. According to the investigation, the victim was identified as Lyndon Scott.
Lyndon Scott, age 34. Field operative in the Strategic Investment Department. Ring any bells, Mr. Ashvale?
Never heard of him. What was someone from the...
Word is, the Sinwish Syndicate recently got hold of a mask. Maybe Mr. Scott came to negotiate for the Phantom Moon Games. Apologies for interrupting your work, Mr.
Wouldn't call it an interruption. The mess at Graphia Academy cleared itself up.
Initial assessment. 33 Sinwish Syndicate members. Leader Polwave included, along with second-in-command
Costide.
The victims show clear signs of trauma and fractures, along with massive blood loss.
These stylized handprints. Bloody Bloom. Only one person ever used that as their calling card. The Herald of Death is back.
Your suspicion isn't without merit, but that guy was executed 5 years ago.
Executed? Who witnessed it? Who can prove he's dead? Who's to say you didn't let him out to rig this entire...
You've heard the rule, haven't you? No one can... So let me give you a piece of advice. The case's info is in the dossier. Get to work. The Department of Aberration Defense is...
Rage sparked quietly in the detective's chest, and not even the wind from Dovebrook could dispel the metallic. When he first heard the Sinwish Syndicate had obtained the mask,
Grim premonitions.
Mr. N? No, he's just a body. Another knee. People only care about the stars twinkling above. About the epic tales of the eternal conflicts among the cosmos' great figure. Compared to all that, who would mourn a small-time thug?
What should we do next?
I've been slacking off for far too long. It's time to make a choice.
Mr. Ashvale, if you're
You are right, Miss. I'll join the games. Assuming you still need me, of course.
My offer's still just like 15 years ago. The same omen returns. There are signs the Phantasmoon games are spiraling out of control again. Mr. Ashvale, I ask for your strength to steer the Zeonic games back on course.
All I have to offer is a heart set on revenge.
Today, 33 citizens of Planarcadia and one IPC colleague perished under mysterious circumstances. Someone is imitating the Herald of Death's methods, attempting to interfere with the games. Only victory can bring solace to the fallen.
No. What consoles the dead is only justice.
What's the matter? Found a better candidate? Don't I even make the short list?
This is a game shaped by the most capricious eon. Even so, I have to ask, what makes you so sure that I'd hire a wanted criminal to fight in the Phantasmoon games, instead of tossing you into an IPC cell?
Throw me in prison? But the Strategic Investment Department in Penacony clearly extended an olive branch to us Stellaron hunters. No? Changed your minds already? You suits sure turn faster than a page in a paperback. So let's cut the fluff. Give me a mask. Call it your first strategic investment in us. What do you say?
Understanding comes first, then the investment. Tell me, how do you plan to earn my trust?
Apologies in advance. Before I came to meet you, I broke into your collection room. I know what you've been working on. Imaginate. Tell me, have you heard of Zero? Greatest hacker and most feared player in all of Punk Lord?
Some say she's an emanator of elation, while others say she enters the Dark Zone, created by Mythos. She caused Punk Lord's data meltdown. Most information about Zero is half true, half false. Much like the rumors surrounding you Stellaron hunters.
It's obvious she left a deep impression on you. Traumatic, even. In that case, you should also know that ether editing and
I know.
How could I forget? You stole Zero's tech to make that lousy cash grab game Ethereum War, but you corporate moneybags will never comprehend it. The fleeting, ever-changing power of the elate. Zero once tampered with a parameter of reality.
Just like, are you willing to trade the secrets of Imagenesis?
I can think about it.
Deduction. You may be lying.
I've heard that those who join the Stellaron Hunters have long since abandoned the path they once walked.
Who knows? I'm in the Arcadia of Elation.
Deal, Ether Hacker. And to
hacking trick?
Not exactly professional. Negotiating while soaked in a bathtub. I took one of your data slices. This will help us have a more honest conversation.
How did you do that?
Because I've studied you, including that cyber battle between you and that genius Scroolum. I even logged into all 76 of those banned accounts. I scattered just enough data breadcrumbs online for you to sniff out, leading you to the Ashen Detective. I even let you stroll through my collection room to explore as you please. Miss Silverwolf, a word of advice. Don't treat that mask like some 10 Stonehearts investment in a Just think of this deal as something private. What the heck? I just blinked and suddenly half the supplicants are wearing masks? I was hoping the show would get better. Streamers clashing with cosmic heroes. A flashy brawl without anyone getting hurt. Wouldn't that have been nice? But now we've got a crow, a shell, a cat, a wolf? How many more mystery guests are crashing the stage? And this thing? When did it sneak in? In the end, everything always spirals into the abyss. But you're the rare exception. Your first battle wasn't bad for a greenhorn protagonist. Since you came out on top, let's wipe the slate clean on that doom-filled oath. Who knows if the owners of those masks will become your friends or opponents? Or maybe one of them will bring about that terrifying future I saw in my... Little one, how'd you find your way here? The supplicants in this Phantasmoon Games really caught me by surprise.
Why don't those people in the Go Home Club...
I will walk to the end. With all your wills. No matter the cost.
Peaceful days are like breezes carrying the scent of wheat fields. I will walk to the end with all your wills, no matter the cost.